Welcome to SameSpitDifferentFace podcast, where my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast, and it's free. So don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. So I'm here with Cashmere, or her rap name Blay, and I did a video on her a few days ago where basically it went viral because she was in a strip club and she was basically checking people about speaking to her customers. And like I said in my video, that's like her livelihood, her customers. Sometimes you have repeat customers who will come back to you and y'all build up that rapport, and it's work. So they help take care of you and stuff like that. From that perspective, you earn it, but they help take care of your lifestyle. So I respect that. But what made her stand out is that she was blind. And she was like, she wasn't backing down. She didn't come in there timid. She didn't come in there like, hey guys, can y'all please? She was like, nah, y'all doing this wrong. And if y'all got an issue, step to me and I'm going to beat y'all up. So I'm going to let her introduce herself since y'all got the backstory.
Why did you make me sound like Nandango? Like Baby D.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna lie. It was perfect, right? Because, like I said, I respect people who take up for themselves. Even when I was younger, growing up, like I would never fight nobody who wouldn't fight me back. And a lot of my homies was like that too. Like, man, if you don't want to fight, they might talk about you a little bit. They might muff you. They might even slap you, but they not gonna physically like brawl with you. So I respect the fact that you not like, oh, I'm blind, so I'm just going, nah, y'all gonna give me my respect.
So,
hey, man, you so crazy. This is so funny. Look, I want to jump into, tell everybody where they can hear your music at. I want to do that because you got like a lot of sayings, a lot of phrases. You real clever. You quick-witted with your words. So let everybody know about your music, too, because I wanted to get that part of the story because, like you said, so many people just asking me, like, where's she at? What did she say? Why this happen? Is she really blind? So, we'll get to all that, but I want people to get to your music before we get even more in depth with the conversation.
My music, well, I only have one song out. I have 5 recorded, but I'm trying to space them out as far as when to drop them. But the song is called Blay because that's like the shortening of my stage name, which is BRIANA BLAYRE. I have sentimental reasons for that, but it is on SoundCloud. If you search BRIANA BLAYRE, it's BRIANA BLAYRE. The song will pop up, and it's a freestyle that I did on the Nicki Minaj Only track. And you can also find it on my YouTube if you go and you search Blind Babies Bars and the BARZ. Just search that, and the rest will pop up because the actual video will say, oh, Blind Babies Bars, my freestyle replays out now, only freestyle, yada, yada, yada.
I'm going to put those in the description on the video. So, how long have you been blind? Is this like your whole life thing, or what happened with that?
It's half my life, basically. I lost my vision back in 2008 when I was 10. I had a very rare, incurable eye disease, and this is before technology was where it was at today. Like, this is back when flip phones were a thing, y'all.
Right.
The antenna. And, so technology really wasn't where excuse me, I can't talk today, shit. Technology really wasn't where it's at today. So I was basically like a question mark indoor experiment.
All right, go.
So I was an experiment, and it's basically, instead of them actually running tests, and they did the ultrasound on my eyes. They took samples of my
eye fluid.
Yeah, it was like a device that they would use to take little samples. It didn't hurt, and you really didn't feel it, but they'd run tests on them to see if they could figure out what was wrong. And instead of really deeply investigating and getting intense with it, they just threw me right into surgery. They just said, we're going to do this, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll fix it. And it was just an ongoing cycle of undergoing an operation, something going wrong, them trying to fix that, And then with them trying to fix that, something else goes. It's like a domino effect.
Yeah,
It
okay.
feels like London Bridge.
Yeah, man. So what was life for you? What was life for you like after that? Because I gotta imagine it's a big adjustment, especially since for the first 10 years of your life you could see. So what did you go through after that? Like, did you get teased as a kid? Did you go through any
Oh
depression?
yeah, yeah. It was devastating because I wasn't the average kid. I was a very active kid. I rode dirt bikes. You know, I was boxed. I did kickboxing and karate. I loved art. Like I loved sculpting and painting and finger painting. Everything, anything creative that you can think of, I did it. I was that kid. And I remember when the doctor told me, you know, I'm sorry, but it looks like you're going to be blind for the rest of your life, kiddo. And the first thing I thought about was back home, I had this finger painting I was working on, and I thought it was really pretty because I made a mixture of like paint and all this glitter. You know, I was a 10-year-old girl, so we found glitter fun. But I was only half finished, and I was just like, well, damn. Well, not well, damn, but I was just like, no, it'll never be done. I'll never finish it. Or, you know, I used to wonder things like, how am I going to brush my teeth? How am I going to do my hair? How am I going to get dressed? Stuff like that. And after about a month of me just being depressed and really trying to figure out if it was real or not, my mom got to the point where she was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to send you, have to go back to school. You know, you can't just mope around. This isn't you. This isn't the child I'm used to. It's like I don't even know who you are anymore. And, yeah, she was tough. And it put our relationship on the rocks a lot. We fought a lot. And I resented her for a lot of the stuff she did until I was about 16 or 17. And then I was like, oh, this is why you did that.
Yeah, because it's a tough
like
world.
I had a mama literally that was like Ray. I don't know if y'all remember when Ray's mom told him, I'm going to help you once, and if you mess up, you know, I'll help you one more time, but after that, you're on your own. I'm not going to turn you into no cripple.
Right.
Ray's mom was nicer than my mom.
Wow. But
way nicer.
But when you actually think about it, like you say, it prepared you because now you can get around and you do things on your own and you're not dependent on nobody to do nothing for you. You going out to get it on your own. You ready for the world.
Exactly. And let me tell you what she told me. Because the one tweet that I made the other day that is going, I mean, when I tell you crazy, it was the tweet that I had mentioned. Somebody asked me, how did I learn how to fight, and I can't see. And I told them how. I was like, well, when my mom discovered, this is before I actually lost it, but when she discovered I was losing it, she would blindfold me. And this is like part of like our daily mobility training. Like she showed me how to get around the house and how to do certain stuff blindfolded. But the neighborhood we lived in, because see, I lived in the hood. And I don't know, like I'm from Jacksonville. And I've lived in PYC. I've lived in Lackawanna. I've been in the hood. And I had an aunt, my sisters and my aunt, they stayed over in like 45th and Moncrief. It's the hood.
Right.
So my mom was looking at her like these badass kids or whatever. She's like, I have to make sure you're good. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, I taught you how to fight when you could see. Now you got to know how to defend yourself when you can. I'm like, well, hell, isn't it the same? And she's like, no, somebody can just stay silent and walk up and knock the shit out of you. And I was like, oh, how do I prepare for that? And the next day, I asked her, I was like, hey, can I go outside? And she's like, yeah, you can go outside. And I had this feeling, because I know my mom. When my mom is like in too nice of a mood or too calm, she's a Gemini. So it's like, okay, you got something up your sleeve, but what is it? Little did I know she paid the neighborhood kids like $20 a piece to jump on me. Like not all at one time, but like maybe like tag teaming. And she told me, she's like, fight back. Get them off of you. And she's standing there on the porch just chilling with her cigarette and her natural light. Like, yeah, get them off of you. And I was struggling. I was struggling for a while. And she's like, if you lose, I'm going to beat your ass. And so for like 4 days after coming home and getting another ass whooping, I got to the point, I was like, you know what? Y'all want to ball? We gonna ball. What's good?
Man, that is a crazy story right there. I like that story, man. This is a movie, to be honest, man. This is a movie, a miniseries, something, docu-series. I like this.
And then, oh no, that's not it. That's not it. That's before I lost it completely. No, I had a group of homies in the neighborhood. You know how, like, it's this amount of kids, y'all have lived next door to each other for this amount of years, so y'all are like best friends.
Right.
And the boys, because see me, I was like 7 and 8, and I was playing football with the older boys who were like 13 and 14. I was a tomboy. Some people call it a thought in training, but if you pay attention, you know I wasn't that kid. I was just always that person. The boys used to say, oh, you can't do this because you're a girl. So I was like, oh, okay. Used to be on the basketball court putting each other in headlocks and shit. But after I lost it, no lie, like they tortured the fuck out of me. But I got them back. But no lie, my cousin, I called him my cousin. His name was Duncan. He was the oldest. Duncan was, I think, 15, and I was 10. And he would have all the boys jump on me. And he'd say, you know how to fight hoes. We're dudes. Get us off of you. And so every day on either the baseball diamond or the football field, the little makeshift football field we came up with, every day I'm either getting put in the chokehold and had to get out of it, put in the headlock and had to get out of it, being hip tossed and had to get out of it. And they were mean. They were actually like for real hitting me. And then when I told my mom about it, she's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Go fight. Like,
yeah.
can you at least tell my big brother or something? Like, damn, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of that person to an extent, because my daughter, she'll come home from school and tell me something happened, and I'll be like, so what did you do? Did you tell them to stop? Did you tell the teacher? Did they do it again? Did you hit them back? Like, I'm not about to just be going out here and fight your battles for you now. If you tell me something and I feel is over your head, I'm going to take care of it. But if it's something that I feel within your realm of knowledge and your capability to handle yourself, you better go handle yourself, because it's going to be a time when I'm not going to be around to help you. And
Exactly.
Nobody's going to be able to help you. So you need to be able to look to yourself.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to pity you. Ain't nobody going to look at you no different, because everybody's either out for themselves or out for blood. And that's just the world we live in. And that's how I grew up looking at life. Everybody is cold. So I have to either be colder or I have to be smarter and just be ready. But I'm not I can say this till I'm blue in the face. I am not a violent person. I don't condone violence. I'm very loving. I love everyone. I'll give you the shirt off my back. You know what I'm saying? I'll feed you and your kids. All I ask is don't disrespect me. Don't double-cross me. Don't give me a reason to look at you differently. No pun intended.
Right.
And it's like, because once you do that, like, how did Cardi say it? It's going to hurt me to hate you, but loving you is worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will love you to the point where you think, damn, did this bitch love me more than she love herself? I'm going to answer that. Hell no. But anyway, if you make me hate you, that's the worst thing you could ever do. That's the worst thing you can do, because I'm very genuine. I'm very honest. Like, it's all or nothing with me. Fuck this blind shit. It's all or nothing with me. But once you give me a reason to look at you like a motherfucker that's going to do me wrong, or like somebody I got to watch my cup when I'm around you, that's it. You done for. Bye.
So
Deuces.
after you was blind and you grew up and everything, what part of life did you start? Like, what did you do before you got into dancing? Like, how did that go, and how did you get into dancing?
Let me just tell you, I got a hustler's blood. Like, both my parents, my mother and my father, they both hustlers. So I got it honestly. I was always that kid. I was always trying to figure out a way. No, I'm not going to say finesse, but I'm always trying to figure out how to make some money some kind of way. Like, I remember in first grade, I used to charge the kids $1 to tell them the test answers. Like, I want money. And but I like to work. I've always had a work ethic. I can't stand laziness. Like, men that don't have a job and still live with their mamas, I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all sad. But I always had a work ethic. And the hardest thing was actually trying to find a job that would take me serious.
Because you're blind.
I'm not bragging. Yes. And I'm not bragging when I say this. I promise you I'm not. But I could have more common sense in my left thumb than anybody under the same building as me combined. They won't give me that credibility because they say, oh, she can't see. She's blind, so she doesn't know. Not knowing the experience that I had and the things I've been trained to do and the level of technology where it's at, I'm unstoppable. I will bring you business. I will thrive. You know what I'm saying? I've been denied very, very good jobs because I couldn't see, you know? I mean, I've worked in restaurants like McDonald's. I worked at Flame Broilers, things of that nature. But, you know, I was at a time where I need money, like money. And I was passed up a good opportunity because I speak 5 languages. And I'm very computer savvy. And it was a job where I could, and Aaron was working from home. I didn't even have to go anywhere. $22 an hour for 10 hours a day, just answering phones and talking to people and referring them here and referring them there. They told me I couldn't have the job because I couldn't see. And, you know, everybody, I pushed because I'm a firm believer in the ADA and discrimination and disabled people's rights. Right. But it was a time where I ain't have no time. I had no time. My back was up against the wall.
So, at what point did it turn to dancing?
I thought about dancing, I'd say probably about 3 to 6 months before. I thought about it long before I actually did it because I had to pull out all the stops. But I was thinking, I was like, well, damn. I was just chilling at home one day and I was like, fuck. How am I gonna like make this money? Like, I can't do this. Like, I've never asked anybody for anything. I'm not gonna. I'll be damned. And then dreams and nightmares came on. And it was like, you know, I used to pray for times like this, to rhymes like this, and I was just like, And then, you know, and he's like, I done did the DOA, I done did the KOD. Every time I'm in that bitch, I get to throwing 30 G's. And I'm like, I like how that sound. I was like, well, strippers do make a lot of money. My mom worked as a bartender years ago, and boy, she told me some stories about some hefty bags full of ones. You know, my father was a strip club kind of man, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, let me just make sure I can pull that off the stop. I downloaded the app on my phone from my money reader. I did all kind of stuff. I talked to my homeboy who did some time in prison. And I was like, yo, I'm going to need somebody that looks big and mean and tough and that actually is what they look like. Because, you know, I'm thinking about dancing, and if a nigga trying me, I need you on standby or whatever. You know, I need you to help, you know, look out for me and my money. He's like, oh, no problem. Just let me know. Call the boys and, you know, we do that. And I'm like, okay. And then I actually started calling around to some clubs, and I said, will you hire me? And a bunch of people told me no, which was understandable to an extent. But I said, okay, God, it's you and me now. I'm going to try this one last time, and if I get this, if it's a yes, if it's meant to be, it's a yes. If this shit ain't for me, it's a no. And it was a yes.
And was that in Miami or up in Jacksonville or what?
Oh, no. This was at a club in Jacksonville. It was called, it is still called Pinky's. It was known as Stud's Pub a while ago, but it's Pinky's now. I started there last December, and I walked in. I said, look, I've been to 9 clubs. I don't ran off a dime. I'm not doing this no more. I just really, really want to dance. So she goes, well, we don't have any applications. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm finna go. She's like, but if you want to go ahead and just get dressed and start. And I was like, what did she just say? And I told her, I was like, you see that I'm blind, right? Like cane, shade. She's like, yeah. What's stopping you? Go ahead. And I was like, okay. Boom. And that was it. I started dancing December 10th of last year.
Oh wow, so it's fairly new. So I mean, to be honest, then it kind of turned into two things because when that video just went viral, like everything else went up. So I'm sure now, if you in the club or you doing something, like people trying to look to you and trying to get to you now.
Yeah, and that's not my first time going viral. It's my first time going that viral. But, you know, it'd only be a few 100,000 views or, you know, a few tens of thousands of views. It's never been millions ever. And I just, and each time, you know, my platform would grow, and I just use that for my money because, you know, I'm in school, so my school is like paid for. But I want bigger and I want better for myself and my family. And music has always been a dream of mine. I used to sing before I turned to tobacco, and I gave that up. But I felt like I couldn't really express myself with singing. I felt like with a song, okay, yeah, you can listen to Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Faith Evans, whoever, Anita Baker, and, you know, they could be talking about something you know. And, yeah, anybody can write a song and based off an emotion. But when I'm rapping, I deliver. I want you to know how I feel. I want you to know what's on my mind. I can deliver. I can play with my metaphors, my personification, my similes, my hyperbole. It's going down. English is my favorite language. So I said, I'm going to push this. And I said, I'm just going to use dancing not only to pay my bills, but when it started getting big, I was like, well, shit, now I got a little money for some studio time, you know? Let's do it.
And, and you said you speak 5 languages. What languages are those?
English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, and bitch.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of languages. That's crazy. So, as far as you say the other 5 songs, you going to space them out when you put them out. What type of songs are they?
I'm kind of waiting. I want to see how people react to this one. And honestly, it was my first time recording, and it was at a homemade studio. Like literally, it was at my ex-boyfriend's house, my ex-boyfriend's brother's house. And I just said I wanna rap, and he put it on. He mixed it. He mastered it. And I was drunk. I had got a hold of some Bud Brownies. I was nervous, but I felt like I did pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out because I've been trying to find it, but I couldn't find it when I searched it on SoundCloud. So what's the vibe when you write? Like, is it like money songs? Is it club anthem songs? Is it like street aggressive songs? Is it like motivational songs?
Whatever's on my mind. Whatever's on my mind, basically. A lot of the songs I feel like right now, a lot of the songs I'm doing are more club-based because it's a song that the girls turn up to at work or on some that nigga cheated type shit or on some I'm gonna go punch this bitch in her eye type. Like, it's party music.
Okay.
And I do have some very personal ones that, like, people are gonna get to know me and my story through my music.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna allow anybody to lack in any information or any knowledge they want to obtain. I'm very open, but I feel like right now it's too early for me to get that personal with them. But later on in the future, yes, they will hear about some of my experiences and some of the things I've endured. But right now it's all about, all right, clap them cheeks and make them ones, you know?
Yeah, man. So, are you gonna dance to your song, or how do you do that? Have you tried? Have you thought about it? Because that's the best marketing right there.
I've practiced dancing to my music. I just kind of bop to it, honestly. My music is music. When I'm in a smoking mood, I gotta hear a good song that I can just bop and vibe to.
Right.
So I smoke to my music. I don't really dance to it.
Okay. So, what I want you to do is I want you to give everybody your social media and stuff again, and your music and where they can find everything.
Yeah, that's no problem. Well, I have two IGs. One is, like I said, my personal one for me being goofy or for my music is BRIANA BLAYRE, BRIANA BLAYRE. No spaces, and both of the B's are capital. It'll say Blay and have a little butterfly emoji. I'll explain that in the future. And the one that's going crazy is my dancer IG, and it's _Cutie Cash. It's CUTIECASH. Again, no spaces, and both the C's are capital. And it's gonna, say cashmere, and it's gonna have a money bag emoji. And y'all will know based off my bio. You'll know.
And don't forget the Twitter, because the Twitter the one that's going crazy too.
Oh yeah, my Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is also at BRIANA BLAYRE, and BRIANA BLAYRE is just lowercase. BRIANA BLAYRE. No spaces. The pinned tweet is going to say, yes, I'm that blind stripper everybody's talking about. What's good?
That's too funny. Well, yeah, but I appreciate you calling in to do the interview, and we'll keep in touch. And I'm going to check out your music just to see what it's like, and I'm going to give you some feedback.
No problem. It was great. I enjoyed, and I hope your channel is very successful. I'm actually looking forward to that $50 for them 2,000 subscribers. So I will definitely tune in and send them my way.
All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
No, we balling over here all day. But I can explain that because everybody's so confused. Like another YouTuber who I low-key want to smack the shit out. I want to smack her teeth out her mouth. But, she got dentures, so that wouldn't be so nice. I'm not a violent person, and I lost my voice, Sean. I'm sorry I sound like Jack in the Box on mess, but that's just how it is. But what had happened was, in that industry, everybody's out there, they see the money coming, and I don't. So that's what makes it kind of hard. And I'm not the kind of person to go intrude. If a girl's talking to a customer, I'm not gonna go intervene and jump in their conversation. I am gonna slide through and introduce myself and keep it moving. So if he chooses to come back my way, he can do that. But if you sitting there dancing for someone, if you sitting there and you're dancing for someone and they're not tipping for you, and they're not tipping, my people in the background, my bad, and they're not tipping you, why would, I didn't expect this to happen. Hold on, y'all, hold on, let me do this and get this out the way. Yes, duty calls. What was I saying? If you're standing there for a dude, if you're standing there for a dude and you're dancing for him and he's not tipping you, okay, move. There's been plenty of times I've been dancing for someone and, a man knows within the first 30 seconds to a minute if he's going to tip you or not.
Right.
But if you want to stand there 3, 4, 5 minutes, then, bitch, do that. It ain't the smartest thing to do, but you chose to do that. I'm keeping it moving. So I guess this is a customer of mine that this was my customer, period. He was my regular. Only time he comes in is to see me. And the young lady, I'm not going to speak bad on her, but the young lady walked over and she was having a conversation with him and she was dancing for him, and he told her up front, I'm not here to see you. She continues to dance. And he said for about a good 8 to 10 minutes, however long I was in the dressing room changing, she still stood there dancing.
Wasting her time.
Yeah, and she turned around and asked him, you know, why aren't you tipping me? He's like, I already told you I'm not here to see you. I'm here to see Cashmere. And she's like, oh, the blind girl? He's like, yes, I'm here to see her. And she just starts going off saying she's not nobody. Who the fuck is she? That bitch isn't blind. She can see for real. And I'll step to her about it, and I dare her to do something. Da, 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 da. And by this time, I'm coming back from the dressing room. And he says, as I was approaching, she walked away. And, of course, my customer's going to let me know what's popping, what's going on, what's good, what's bracking. And I look at that like, okay, this chick is known to be a habitual bully or want to be a habitual bully. She's supposed to be that bitch who don't fuck with that bitch that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever the case may be. So I'm looking at it like, okay, baby's really about that life. So what's the pressure? So I asked her, I said, in what direction is she going? Because obviously it's some pressure, you know, the souffle's cooking, but it's trying to slow it down a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Like, what's the problem? And he said she went to the dressing room. So I politely caned and escorted my way to my homegirl, and I said, hey, you give me some assistance to the dressing room? She said, yeah. I got about halfway there, and I finished the rest of the way myself. And I just walked in there just to see. Like, okay,
check the temperature.
I'm up. And I stepped into the dressing room, and I said, excuse me, lady. Hate to interrupt y'all pampering, but I'm looking for the bitch that got my name in her mouth. And that right there was her opportunity to say something, and nothing was said. So I said what I had to say. Because what got me so hot wasn't the threats or what she said she was going to do. That shit don't faze me. Because I can't see the shit coming anyway. So if you were going to do something, you'd have done it. What got me pissed off and why I said don't fucking say shit to my customer is when she told my customer not to tip me. And when she told my customer's homeboys not to tip me. So I looked at that like, okay, bitch, you're fucking with my money now. And it's only going to be one of two things that's going to happen. You're either going to run me my shit back or I'm going to fuck you up. And I don't like to get like that because it's nasty, it's unladylike. I feel like I look very ratchet. A lot of people don't. Hell, I don't like it because I'm getting out of my character because I'm used to being the one everybody fucks with on a good note. Everybody laugh, everybody joke with. I don't bother nobody. I mind my business. Shake something, make something, take something home. That's the goal.
Exactly. So,
but for you to tell my customer not to tip me and then say what you're gonna do if I press you about it, okay, let's get the acrylic. We pressed. I said what I had to say. If you really feel that way, if you really that froggy, leave. And she sat on her lily pad.